Hey everyone, Not So Ace Trainer here, and a Rush trailer analysis was not on my cards for today, but your boy's gonna be playing a live music festival tomorrow, so I'm gonna be pretty busy and I kinda wanna do this right now to get it out as soon as I can. And so we're gonna be analyzing the Japanese trailer because it has double the runtime of the Nintendo Direct trailer as well as the Mega Dimensions DLC trailer. So remember to like and hype this video, subscribe to the channel, and maybe even join the channel as a member to help out with the content I make. And now, let's get into it. The trailer begins with us inside the train to Lumio City, likely the beginning of the game, and I tried to pinpoint where we're coming from, but it's kinda hard. I'd argue we're coming from the southern area of Kalos, possibly even Vanderbilt town like in X and Y. The train station we arrive to is, after all, the southern train station in Lumio City. We arrive at the station in regular clothing and a briefcase, as the lady watches us with her furfuru. And as we get out of the new station, we see some views of the city as we follow Fletchling. Here we can see an elevator, and there we can see a bridge. We can also see the entrance to a building that seems important, although I can't quite see what it is. There's also something over there, possibly a cafe or a restaurant. We then meet the starters with Greninja on the billboard, possibly hinting at something that was yet to come. Then we see Aron, Lyron, Emolga and Helioptile near this power generator area as we get our first look at it in-game. Then we also have our first look at Chespin near an area with holes in the ground. Our first look at Fennekin, possibly on Autumnal Avenue with Eevee in the background, as well as Restaurant Le Ye and its 2 stars. And this is followed by our first look at Froakie. Then the big missing thing from the Nintendo Direct trailer, the underground. In this case, possibly the sewers of Lumio City. Here we can see they'll likely have a maze-like design and we'll at least find Klefki, Noibat, Inkay and Patrat in there. We're then taken to the Team MZ base of operations and see Tony, Naveen and Lida right before we have a battle against Lida with our Medicham against her Staryu. Then after a meeting we see AZ and Eternal Flower Floette looking up in Hotel Z's rooftop. Then Tony welcomes us to Team MZ and tells us to help them save Lumio City. This turns into some more gameplay, showing us a street with an Espeon and possibly our Pancham moving forward, though it seems like it is Tepig that is selected. There is a quest marking in the map, just as there is in the overworld, as well as a Pokémon Center Flypoint. Wild Zone 7 is shown after, where there are some thorny vines rising from the ground which we can interact with, as well as Audino and Hippopotas, with the question mark atop its head, likely meaning we haven't met that Pokémon yet. We then fly with our Rotom phone and see a Pidgeotto just before being shown the dress-up menu. We can also catch Pokémon that are in higher areas. And then we see Jet and Vinny, Emma and Mimi. We are then shown Mabel explaining how wild zones were made, basically by seeing where wild Pokémon were gathering. We're shown another common area and then the wild zone that has all those holes in the ground where Chespin was. It also has Sandile, Numel and Machop. And if it is the one where we're battling a Numel right after, then it is Wild Zone 8. As the day turns to night, we can see auroras engraved on the bridge decoration. The Zia Royale begins and we start the battle against the Hex Maniac, showing us that Volt Switch works by having the Pokemon change locations to where we move to. Pretty awesome. We then witness one of those sneak attacks once more, giving us an advantage against his Meditite. Then we're doing the ZA Battle Club thing on a different location, meaning that it can happen in various places. And we not only see the Kalos Starters final evolutions for the first time in Legends Z-A, we also get a look at their Mega Evolutions. Mega Chestnut, Mega Delphox and Mega Greninja are real and I love them all. Important to note though that their Mega Stones cannot be obtained through regular gameplay and will be part of ranked battles in ZA, which I believe are locked behind NSO. That kinda sucks. Then we see a Rogue Mega Dragonite, as well as a Rogue Mega Camerupt and Mega Banette, and battle them using our own Mega Pokemon, the ones that were revealed prior to this trailer. We are treated to a few more shots of the game, and then we have this thing with our team where 4 of them have Mega Evolutions and 2 of them don't. Could they be teasing Mega Dragalg and Mega Deden? Hopefully, more Kalos Megas are always welcome. We then battle inside the restaurant and have a scene where all of the Hotel Z members are witnessing Prism Tower glowing with Rogue Mega Energy, followed by Corbeau and the other big guy, and 2 new flags that likely represent other factions that will also be competing against us, like the Rust Syndicate. Also, this one is very Iono-like, if you understand what I mean. Then we see everyone Mega Evolving someone. Naveen and Lida likely will Mega Evolve Scrafty and Starmie respectively, since those are their aces. Tony will probably Mega Evolve the starter they chose against us, and Emma possibly Mega Evolves Mega Malamar, as Zero Zeke left her with his Malamar at the end of X and Y. Vinny? Well, we don't know a lot about the guy yet. We're shown a whole bunch of cool Mega animations, and then, once more, the Prism Tower is going crazy with Rogue Mega Energy. Zygarde 10% arrives and Eternal Flower Floette seems to be ready to use Light of Ruin, which suspiciously kinda looks the same color as the Rogue Mega Energy. Then Zygarde seems to be gathering its cells and the trailer comes to an end. The website doesn't have a lot more info, telling us simply that in 2026, Pokémon Home connectivity will be here and we'll be able to move select Pokémon to ZA. It's also important to note that we cannot move Pokémon from ZA backwards. Now onto the surprise paid DLC trailer Mega Dimension that starts with Hoopa using one of its rings to open up a portal to another dimension. This dimension is called Hyperspace. When we enter it, we see all kinds of Mega Stones and then 2 become the focus. And as the camera dissolves into white, we see Raichu's face on both and bam! Mega Raichu X, which keeps more Raichu elements on the design, and Mega Raichu Y that has more Pikachu elements, and are both pure electric type according to the website. So those stones were Raichu Knight Y and Raichu Knight X. It also means that the other stones are related to other new Megas that will get forms in the DLC. This DLC will include the storyline that you can jump into right after you're done with the ZA main story, and will have distortions in space showing up in Lumios, connecting it to Hyperspace Lumios. By buying the DLC, you'll also get HoloWare X and Y as well as a few cool balls. Prices will likely vary, but it is costing $30 on Nintendo US and €30 on EU, so it will likely keep the same price as previous DLC in your area. It is just weird that we're getting the DLC announcement and release with the game. Makes me think that 2026 will indeed be pretty crazy. And that's everything I could find in the trailers, but let me know if I missed something in the comments down below. And also let me know in the comments if you enjoyed today's trailers. I sure did. Now, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one. But before I go, I want to thank my YouTube member Dash Plays and my Twitch subscribers Kiara677, Anubis here, the Dr. Joe, and Lazarix. Thank you so much for going the extra mile.